Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamra. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on today. I know that I am. Actually, this morning, it's 7 o'clock this morning. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm, okay? So like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things. Okay. Y'all, it's a cold morning. Of course, y'all know I always say that I do not like the winter. It's a cold morning. But I'm always up early, but I gotta get out this morning. Have an event tonight, so I gotta go get my lashes and um eyebrows and stuff done for this event this evening at. But anyways, you guys, I wanted to talk about a Memphis judge, Melissa Boyd, has been arrested for harassment, allegedly harassment and coercion. And I was just kind of doing a little research on it because I like to hear what other people have to say. Because I know the type of games and stuff that politicians tend to play in the Memphis area. Now, judges are politicians because they have to be elected, right? Judges are lawyers that turn into politicians, okay, in order to be a judge, because they have to do just like a politician do, run and beg people to vote for them and finesse people into voting for them, okay. But I looked at several articles, okay. So we're gonna talk about this right quick, Lord Jesus. Oh, Melissa Boyd. That's her child. And it looks like she has not been elected that long. Okay. It says suspended Shelby County Court, Melissa Ford, criminal court, and she's a criminal court judge. Melissa Ford is facing criminal charges. Boyd was indicted and charged with 1 count of coercion of a witness and 1 count of harassment. She was booked into jail Wednesday morning. She is now free on $5,000 bail. Boyd is currently suspended from her duties stemming from an incident back in May where she was allegedly soliciting resources and cash donations on Facebook to benefit a school. At this time, we will not discuss the specifics regarding the matter. However, what I can say is the Shelby County Criminal Courts already have a substantial backlog of pending first-degree murder cases, and having a suspended judge only contributes to the backlog. This is a tragedy for the criminal justice system. It's a tragedy for victims of crime. It's a tragedy for defendants who have a right to a speedy trial. And it's a tragedy for the voters who voted for this defendant. As in all cases, we prosecute, our office will seek accountability and justice. Okay? Let's see here with
a second public reprimand tonight for Shelby County Criminal Court Judge A. Melissa Boyd. Judge Boyd was suspended back in May for failing to respond in a timely manner to past disciplinary notices. As part of the conditions to keep suspension private, Boyd agreed to seek help for substance abuse and or mental health issues and follow a treatment plan. But in a letter to her attorney today, the Tennessee Board of Judicial Conduct noted Judge Boyd has not complied and has even said publicly she does not intend to comply. The Board of Judicial Conduct says Judge Boyd will be reported to the General Assembly for further action.
She don't intend to comply. It says, as part of the conditions to keep suspension private, Boyd agreed to seek help for substance abuse and or mental health issues and follow a treatment plan. However, in a letter to her attorney, the Tennessee Board of Judicial Conduct noted that Judge Boyd has not complied and even said she does not intend to. Now, they're saying she's on drugs, okay? Now, if she agreed, oftentimes that's what they try to get people to do to, I don't really know what's going on. They're saying that she is coerced. I don't know if some games is going on, but I'm gonna break it down in 2 ways, okay? Because I don't know. Because I do know that they play games when they want to get rid of an elected official. But then again, I ain't gonna, Judge Boyd do look like she can swim with the fish. Okay. Okay, she can get down with the fish. She could drink like a fish. So let me see. Okay, because it says right here, this person says that there's been a plot to get Judge Melissa Boyd unseated the day she won her election. I don't watch the news and super thankful to Amber Sherman for sending this issue across my desk. We the people put her in the seat and need to stand by her. Okay, that's what a Shelby County person is saying. Okay. Lord, stop me. Lord, stop me. I was getting ready to say something. Let's see. You have people saying another Shelby County citizen says that part, all these white judges with issues and they get support, therapy, etc., but she gets thrown under the bus. Shelby County legislator also sent a letter to the governor in November about the DA. They do not want to reduce prison population at all. Oh, Lord, stop me. These folks crazy as hell. If their asses did the time, they got the crime, they got to do the time. It says the indictment from November 2022 through March, Boyd attempted to coerce LaShanta Rudd, her former campaign manager, to testify falsely or withhold truthful testimony, truthful information, document, or thing. Okay, embattled criminal court judge. Okay, so it was her campaign manager. I wanted to see what was going on here. Oh Lord. It ain't gonna let me look at it. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Okay, it's saying it's basically saying the same thing on here, but it won't allow me to look at it. It wants me to pay to look at it. Okay. Hold on. Shelby County judge accused of drug use while in office. Okay, they're saying that she's on drugs. She's saying that she's not on drugs. She refused to get treatment. Hey, listen. It could be one or two things happening. Either she is on drugs and and she needs treatment, or she isn't on drugs and they want her to seek treatment so that it could be on her record. Okay, because if she goes and she seeks treatment, they might be trying to help her though. If she goes and she seeks treatment, if they're trying to play games, they want that to be on her record. That she has mental illnesses, that she's a drug addict, so that when it comes time to reelect her again, that's going to be on her record and it ain't going to happen. Okay, they could use that against her rather. When they say most, let's see. It says the board, which is in charge of overseeing judicial conduct, voiced their allegations in a letter addressed to Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally and House Speaker Cameron Sexton. Boyd has received a second reprimand from the Board of Judicial Conduct just days before the letter was received. The letter alludes to the General Assembly's ability to remove a judge from office. The board does not have the power. Finally, please note that the board does not take this report lightly. The letter read, as you are aware, the board cannot permanently remove a judge from office as the authority is vested in the General Assembly. However, Judge Boyd has now received 2 public reprimands, and has been suspended since May of 2023, all within a short time. She has been a judge, and while continuing to collect her salary with benefits. There were also 2 affidavits attached to the letter coming from LaShante Rudd. That's the person who was filing the complaint against her, who says that she tried to coerce her into making a false statement. And this is also her campaign manager, who served as Boyd's campaign manager during her election in 2022. So she's a very new judge, just been elected for a year. It says the first one, dated on December 7, 2022, alleges Boyd came to her house on October 29, 2022, and smelled like alcohol and was visibly intoxicated after Rudd did not respond to her messages one night. Unhappy that I did not respond, Judge Boyd came to my residence uninvited and began banging on my bedroom window and the front door. Now, I just wonder if it's more to this. Like, I wonder what kind of relationship they got. Okay. While I'm sipping my coffee, I had to slurp, y'all. Let y'all know I'm sipping. She says, banging on my bedroom window and front door, which woke me up, the affidavit read. When I allowed Judge Boyd into my home, she initiated a tense and hostile conversation because I had not responded to her messages. That's weird. Judge Boyd smelled like alcohol and was visibly intoxicated. I have seen Judge Boyd intoxicated many times before and after she was elected. And when she drinks, she becomes aggressive and hostile. Judge Boyd has a drinking problem from which she needs help. I have repeatedly encouraged her to seek treatment, to no avail. After Boyd came to Rudd's home, Rudd had a conversation with Boyd about the judge investigating her personal relationships. Boyd is alleged to have pointed her finger at Rudd, putting her hand over Rudd's mouth, yelling to her, "Shut up," and not to mess with her because she is a judge during their discussion. Now, judges are not supposed to handle cases if somebody comes into their court that's personal. That's a conflict of interest. They're supposed to recuse themselves and recommend that it is assigned to another court because of the possibility of being biased, right? It says the second affidavit alleges Boyd used cocaine and marijuana while on the bench. The affidavit was dated February 3rd, 2023, according to Rudd. She was at Boyd's house to transport her to a doctor's appointment. While looking for a pair of her clippers, I discovered a white plate with yellow and blue flowers inside of Boyd's closet, Rudd's affidavit said. On this plate was a spoon and a white powder formed into a single narrow line, which I believe to be cocaine. After returning from her doctor's visit, I began questioning Boyd about finding the white substance in her closet. During the conversation, Judge Boyd admitted that it was cocaine. During the same conversation, Judge Boyd admitted that she has used cocaine off and on for the last year and that she used it once during her week of December 12th, 2022. She told me she did not use it every day. I don't know if I believe that, because a cokehead, how she gonna know specific dates? If it happened a year before, hell, cokeheads can't remember one day to the other. How she gonna remember specific dates? December 2022. It's something weird about that. I wonder if this is some type of lover's quarrel. I don't know. Judge Boyd look like she might, be on some, but looks is deceiving. Okay. The affidavit goes on to say that Rudd has seen Boyd smoke marijuana multiple times since she was elected. According to the board, Rudd has taken a picture of the plate and powdered substance as well as recorded the conversation. She went on to share the evidence with Boyd, Boyd's attorney, and the Boyd. Boyd's attorney did not deny the facts or allegations about Boyd once used cocaine and requested the opportunity to take time to receive treatment for her illness. Okay. It is unclear how much cocaine Boyd is alleged to have had in her possession. Possession of cocaine is a Class B felony in Tennessee if someone has more than a half gram. A second incident is described in the affidavit, which occurred around 2:30 a.m. on January 21st of 2023. Boyd is alleged to have been sitting outside Rudd's house taking pictures of the property. Child, I don't know what these folks got going on. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm going to finish reading. Okay, I'm going to finish reading. Cause this is something, right? Hold on, y'all. Okay, it says Boyd is alleged to have been sitting outside of LaShante Rudd's house taking pictures of the property. Rudd says she then received a text from Boyd with a picture of her vehicles outside of the home, and Boyd accused her of having someone in the home. Okay, I told y'all that this relationship seemed weird. Okay. She accused LaShante of having somebody inside of the home. One of her texts says, "You got your nigga in your bed," and another one said, "Who is the whore? Seriously." Oh, wow. Rudd said she invited Boyd into her home, and when Boyd saw there was nobody else in, she became argumentative and appeared to be intoxicated and high, as her speech was slurred, according to the affidavit. Rudd also said that Boyd had previously messaged her with pictures of her marriage license and information about the divorce. The second affidavit also describes Boyd trying to get Rudd to withdraw her complaint to the board. Boyd had told the board previously that she had sent the text messages and admitted her behavior was inappropriate. Boyd explained in the letter that she was experiencing grief-related issues due to the passing of several family members and had sudden illnesses of another family member. Boyd agreed with the board to enter a negotiated suspension with the board after she was found in possession of the coke in May of 2023. This was not made public until it was said that she violated the terms of the suspension by not receiving treatment for her substance abuse issues. In her second reprimand, which was levied after she did not abide by the terms of the suspension, that order was made public and referenced a letter from the Tennessee Lawyers Assistance Program. The letter was not included in the reprimand, but was included in the letter to the General Assembly. The letter from TLAP said Boyd had been provided a list of treatment facilities she could choose from, but never completed an assignment with any of them. According to TLAP, she scheduled an assessment with the facility, but failed to show up for the appointment. After that, TLAP said Boyd texted the facility on September 26th this year to set an appointment for November 13th, but did not respond to communications to confirm the date. Okay. TLAP has done everything possible to support Judge Boyd, but she is not cooperating with TLAP and has for 5 months declined to honor the attached preliminary monitoring agreement. Boyd was initially reprimanded for allegedly soliciting money for a school by using her role as a judge. Judges are expected to maintain the highest standard and conduct at all times. The reprimand read, conflating judicial office with promoting the private interests of others is prohibited. Here you lent the prestige of the judicial office to the advance of private interests and others by soliciting money and resources on social media. So they're saying that she was not supposed to say that she was a judge while she was, trying to help raise money for a school. Okay. And so when she said that it would appear that she was trying to use her influence as a judge. Okay, it was saying she was elected in 2022, so she has only been a criminal court judge for a year. She's practiced private practice for her whole career as a lawyer. She's been a criminal court judge. I mean, a criminal lawyer, a juvenile lawyer, and a family lawyer. She was in the U.S. Air Force as a sergeant, military police, and she studied finance and went to Louisville School of Law. Whoo, child. Okay. Her and Lashantae's relationship seems very weird, but here's the thing. There's proof that there's substance abuse, and I'm gonna tell you, she's only been on the bench, and she's in one of the most important courts, and that is the criminal court. And the log has been backed up since COVID. Okay, so all of her cases in her courtroom has been put on hold. But I'm gonna tell you something. When you're dealing with someone who has substance abuse, and this was a woman that she's got some type of personal relationship with. She said that she's trying to coerce her as a witness. And I don't know. They said they weren't going to talk specifically about what it was. She was trying to get her on the stand to lie about something. According to this lady who was her campaign manager, who she pulled up in her driveway accusing her of having another person in the house. I don't know what kind of relationship they got, whereas she's comfortable enough to pull up at her house late at night and take pictures and accuse her of having a man in her house, or a woman. That just seems kind of weird to me. But but whatever it is that's going on, it forced Lashante to take pictures of her substance abuse and send it to the judicial committee, I guess, to either try to get her unappointed or get her some help. Okay, for them to remove her. But I'm gonna tell you something. When you're talking about people with substance abuse, and I hear about a lot of quite a few attorneys and stuff, and she's not the only one, in doctors and stuff that use that cocoa, okay, that be on that coke, that cocaine. The thing about it is, when you're already like that, and from my understanding, she gets towed up from the floor up, listening to this lady. And you're already in the habit of doing things that is unethical. Okay. Hey, you talking about criminal court. If it's not dealt with, then when you start talking about important cases and stuff coming through there, you don't want a judge that is already stepping over the line of doing things that should not be done, right? Because it would be easy for them to take some money. Okay, so we're gonna see. She said she ain't gonna get no help because she don't think she need none. But after reading all that, I don't know if the young lady is exaggerating, some, but she's got pictures. But hey, just because she's got pictures mean nothing. But it says that she has admitted to being an alcoholic. Said her lawyer did not, and she recorded her, so she recorded her. I don't know if that would even be admissible. That might be illegal, because in the state of Tennessee, you can't record somebody. It's a two-party state. The other person has to know that you're recording. See, unlike Georgia, you could record somebody in Georgia and they don't have to know, right? As long, the other person don't have to know that you're recording them. But in the state of Tennessee, and like in the state of Tennessee, the state of Mississippi, that's completely different, right? The other person has to know that you're recording. So they may not even be able to use that anyway. That might be illegal for them to even be talking about that when she has secretly recorded her, because I think that's illegal in the state of Tennessee. So might be the reason why she's saying she ain't gonna get no help, because she's a lawyer. She knows, but at any rate, she's been on the bench too early on. She's only been on the bench for a year. She had not even been on the bench a year when she started having issues. Okay, this happened way back in January. She had just been elected October of 21. So, and she started having issues in January of 22. So, yeah, she got too much going on. Okay, she's got too much going on. So she may need to step away, and she may need to just resign her position, because if she don't want to get any help. But when you already got it in your mind, because see, you have to think about now, when they've been lawyers, especially criminal lawyers and stuff like that, like, most judges, all judges are attorneys, but when they've been in criminal law their whole life, I kind of, I don't know, it kind of bothers me when they become judges, because they tend to think like criminal defense attorneys, right? Especially when it has not been balanced out with working in the district attorney's office. And that's the reason why I said we got to watch Straight Drops judge just real closely. She seems to be a balanced out person, but she's never did prosecution, right? She had her whole career. She started out in the public defender's office and went into private law, working as a criminal defense attorney, So even sometimes unknowingly, they just don't know how to balance that out, because their thing is to always defend people, their defendants. So with this lady, it looks like she may have worked in the district attorney's office at some time, but she has an issue, right? She has some issues that need to be panned out. So like I said, when they're already having issues like that and they are breaking policies, whether big or small, you have to watch them, because they can be paid. Okay, I'm not saying that she is, but people like that can be, especially when they have substance abuse. And we don't want somebody like a Yo Gotti to be able to get a hold to them, because because they'll take some money. Sometimes they'll take some money. Okay. So I'm glad that this is being called out and nipped in the bud. However, it is happening. It seemed like to me, her, whoever this woman is, her special friend at one time, is doing it rather for the right reasons or wrong reasons. It has to be dealt with, right? It has to be panned out. And I'm sure it seems like some type of quarrel is going on. Rather, some of it is exaggerated or what. It needs to be panned through to get to the truth and throw out the BS, right? But it seems like there is something that is wrong, and she is on one of the most important jobs within Memphis and Shelby County, which would be within any county, and that is she sits on the bench determining people's lives, right? Determining if somebody is going to get justice for their family. So, I mean, this has to be looked at and dealt with, right? But anyways, you guys, I just want to talk about that. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you can definitely support the channel via Cash App. Love you guys. I'll talk with you soon.